Hey y'all, my name's Adrian Despres with Forge Ministries. I'm one of the itinerant speakers. I love being with you here today. Let's talk about an interesting word. I'm doing these little 1-minute devos, so let's talk about an interesting word, the word sovereignty. What in the world? What do you, all I know is this. Daniel chapter 11 was one of the most difficult chapters in the entire Bible. I'm not allowed to say this out loud, but since I'm on camera, I might as well go ahead and say it. I could not stand Daniel chapter 11. Are you serious? I was teaching a bunch of men last year in some Bible study, maybe 2 years ago. I don't know. I don't know. I was teaching them the book of Daniel. When I got to chapter 11, I thought, oh no, I got to teach Daniel 11. I can't stand that chapter. It's 2 verses with a lot of history involved. 2 more verses 60 or 70 years later. 2 more verses 80 or 90 years later. 2 more verses 1700. I mean, it's verses and it's all syncopated. And unless you know the history, there's no way you can understand what the chapter 11 means. It's the most difficult chapter in the Bible for me. So I asked my wife. I said, Lisa, she teaches precepts. My wife's a holy woman. I mean, what in the world? She's the best. She teaches precepts, and she's taught the book of Daniel. I said, teach me about chapter 11. She said, okay. She hands me a little thing that was written up about it, and it's the history lesson on Daniel 11. It was Antiochus Epiphanes, when he sacrifices a pig on the altar of God, when they set up a temple in the temple, they set up a little idol to Zeus. When Alexander the Great, it talks about Alexander the Great, it talks about the Seleucian kings, the northern king and the southern king, and all this is in there. None of the words are in the Bible, but this is what he's talking about. And I'm sitting there reading it going, are you kidding me? Daniel writes it in 505 BC. And God is giving Daniel these words to write down in perfect clarity, perfect descriptions of 500 to 600 years of history, syncopated, came in shots all throughout those 500 to 600 years. God, in other words, this is what hit me. God knows the future. I've known that all my life, but until I studied that, I didn't really know it for me. He knows, now watch this, he knows what's going to happen 20 years from now in perfect clarity, the results of our conversation right here. He sees he sees 20 years from now in perfect clarity. I cannot trace the hand of God many times. Sometimes I go through stuff, it just hurts. I can't trace his hand, but I know he knows the future, so I can trust his heart. God is sovereignly in control of everything. He's in control. He's the boss. He knows what's going to happen. Look to him. See ya.